Hello, my name is Peter Parfitt and welcome to New Brick Workshop. Now, trying to keep cool in hot weather can be difficult, particularly if you're trying to keep the house cool and you've got large windows like this. Now, there are things you can do. For example, you can draw your curtains or your blinds inside when it's on the sunny side of the house. At that same time, on the shaded side of the house, you can open windows and get some air through and move it around during the day as the sun moves around too. But there comes a time when, if you've got glass like this, then you're going to get a lot of heat in. And I've come up with one solution which I would like to share with you. Now, many years ago, we were lucky enough to spend a little bit of time on the continent in Europe, and we were in Germany, and there the house that we had hired had roller shutters on the outside. So when it got hot, we could roll them down. But you can't do that at this house, and I'm sure there are very few houses in the United Kingdom which have got roller shutters on the outside. But I've come up with an alternate solution, and it's working brilliantly, and that's what I'm going to show you now. Now, my idea is to put a cover over the outside of the windows. Now, you might think, oh yes, how's he going to do that? Well, it's quite simple. My idea was to get a tarpaulin, preferably one that had a nice reflective side that would be on the outside, and then I'd hang it up. And when I started looking into the price of tarpaulins, I was a bit shocked. Well, I'd almost given up because of the high price of tarpaulins on the internet until I came across one company. They're called Tarpaflex. They're based here in the United Kingdom at a town called Oakhampton in Devon. And their prices were way below, and I'm talking about less than half, maybe even a third of many of the other prices I've found. And what I've done is I've ordered a 2 metre by 4 metre tarpaulin. It cost £14 something or other, and the postage together with VAT and everything else made the whole deal just over £20. Now, this is the tarpaulin. They're heavy gauge. They do light, medium and heavy. And so this is, I think it's 270 grams per square metre. It's black on one side and silver on the other. And my idea is that the silver will reflect the sunlight away. It's got loads of these eyelets here, so much so that you'll see when I hang this up that it really can be supported well. It's very, very well made. The seams are stuck and they're sewn in, and I think there's a bit of piping cord or something inside here to stiffen it up even further. The corner eyelets are reinforced, and all the other eyelets are absolutely superb. Issue is, when you hang something like this up, you do not want to have the strain of the weight of it going from eyelet to eyelet. What you need to do is to have a rope that goes all the way across between two pegs on your wall, drawn tight, and this then sits almost like a curtain from it. So here's my bit of rope. It's not especially strong, but I've threaded it through from one end to the other, in one eyelet, out the other, in one eyelet, out the other. At the end, which will be on where I'm standing now on the left, I've tied the rope up like this. And the idea is that that will be going over a hook, and this part of the rope continues to the other hook on the other side. Meanwhile, the tarpaulin at this end is just being supported by the extension of this piece of rope. So there's no strain going to be put on any of the eyelets on this tarpaulin, apart from the end too, and it won't be very much. It's just enough to keep this curtain open. Now, I've got two eyelets, one on the left-hand side and then one over on the right. And I'm now going to go to the left-hand one, and I'm going to hook the end of the rope holding the tarpaulin on right now. Now, in order to help me do this, I've got a stick here, and I've got an old plastic tube, and I've cut a little groove in the end. That'll allow me to grab hold of that end loop of rope. Right, there it is. I've grabbed that end loop of rope, and I'm going to lift this up now and put it over that hook. That's that end. Now, on this other end, I've got the rope which is threaded through all the eyelets, in, out, in, out, in, out, all the way across. And I've got a piece of lighter cord which is just attached at the end. And the idea is I'm going to draw this rope really tight, and that's really putting the strain just between the two hooks, one on the left, one on the right, that are on the wall. The curtain closing is facilitated by pulling this green cord, and by doing that it then pulls the tarpaulin curtain across tightly. So I'm now going to lift this up and get this over that hook. There it is, that's both those over the hook. Now it's on that top hook, and if you look at here, I've got the green rope and the actual main support rope joined onto this short piece of chain. And that allows me to use this chain on another hook I've put here, just an ordinary hook, to pull this tight and hook it on very easily. Now, I'm on my own filming today, and I can tell you this is not difficult at all. Now, you may now see the yellow cord I've got here. I've got a little hook in the wall, and that allows me to push this through and tighten it up. That's that side tight, and I'll do the same over this side. I've only tied those loosely, but as you can see, this is pretty reasonable. And we've had it in use now for about, I think, 10 days. We've had some awfully hot days, and this has managed to keep the room behind really nice and cool. Now, I think this is a pretty simple and not an expensive solution to what can be a difficult problem, particularly as the climate gets hotter and hotter. Now, Tarpaflex, don't know I've made this video. I paid the full price, and I'm a really happy customer. Many thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.